No warning given, because sometimes that's the way it is.
I want to need it.
Welcome back to Kiss Me in the Silver City Rain. Things have been rapidly growing in intensity, in direness. There are machinations which people here do not quite grasp yet. Something is happening. Something is happening soon. And is if to give punctuation to that statement, on a clock in January Square, a minute hand clicks 2 places forward. And the rain comes down as everyone has gotten back into Riggs's car. It's late. Soon it will be morning. Where would everyone like to go, as it is very late and you must rest?
Yeah, am I dropping people back at their places or what?
Do you think we
I
should all stay
mean,
together?
yeah, are we splitting? Like after everything that just happened tonight?
It's been a crazy day. Might not be a horrible
Listen,
idea.
I got space.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, if you're
Very
offering.
nice space.
And spare clothes. Do you have
And
spare
spare
Yeah,
clothes.
toothbrushes?
might have. It's probably in one of the gift baskets. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't checked them all.
Hmm. We'll rummage through. We were so good at it earlier, so
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're headed to Argus's place.
Moving
All
across the
right.
city, the downpour continues to go. And what was a downpour becomes almost a deluge. You can see the water in the streets. You'd be maybe walking up to your ankles in it until you cross the bridge and the rains recede. Slow, not stop, but slow. You can all head on up. A different person is in the lobby this time. Oh,
So, just checking in for the night.
more baskets up there.
Yep. Thank you. I'll deal with them. As they all filter into the elevator, it's like this is how rumors get started about how Argus has a lot of lovers because it's different people seeing Argus come home with gang every time.
And all the gift baskets.
so many.
So many admirers. August, what are you doing? You're not hanging out with us.
Oh, trying not to die.
Hmm. It's a good answer.
Yeah. Especially after a day like today.
Hmm.
Man, we're gonna have to talk about tonight, but later. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Sleep first, Brace says, and as she looks over to a corner of the elevator where I imagine you can't see Ghost, but you can hear the ghost snores.
Peaceful.
And Ghost got the right idea.
Beyond the right idea.
Oh. Yeah, definitely.
Once you get to
It's a
the
fine
top of the
line.
building, step out. There are a handful more gift baskets. Um, if you'd like to take any in with you, one of them looks like it's actually a cooler.
I think Wraith goes through the default, like, inspection, like, cursory glance. Any of these look funky for whatever reason. Especially
Argus
the
just
cooler.
Yeah, Argus is just standing in front of the cooler with her hands on her hips, just being like, mm,
You want me to try opening it?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, sure. That's that's new.
Hmm. Uh, I'll walk over to the cooler and pop the lid with no question.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of
For
glass milk bottles.
Oh, you like milk,
Full of
Argus?
milk?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. Well,
Are they sealed?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a card indicating who sent it at all or anything like that? Or is it just a
It's milk.
cooler full of a cooler full of milk from someone? Hey, I like milk. Don't know if I
There's
want to
just
drink
a
this though, but
label says milk. There's a cow on the picture.
hmm.
yeah, okay, sure. Milk.
Guess we should get it in the
Let's take it
fridge, I guess.
inside.
In world, does this look like what we consider to be normal milk?
This is a brand of milk. This is milk brand milk.
Cool, okay.
Milk brand.
It's the
Milk,
cow
brand
bottle
milk.
milk.
Hmm.
It's
Is
expensive milk.
is it the cow face
Uh,
milk or the cow body milk? Because
It's
there's
it's
two
a
brands of
white
milk,
it's
right?
a white cow. Just a white
Oh,
cow
the
on the
white
label.
cow. Okay, instead of the brown cow. Got it. All right.
Yeah, just a white cow on the label.
right. There's milk in front of my
Guess
door.
I guess we should get this to the fridge, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Drag that inside.
Yeah, we'll bring the cooler inside. Pick it
Wraith
up.
is going to, assuming they don't look suspicious, carry in the gift baskets as well, so that way no one like trips over them in the hallway.
Yeah. I'm gonna shuffle some in and then leave them like just at the door because this is too much effort for the night. I'll deal with it in the morning.
Yeah.
Some lightning outside briefly. But otherwise, everyone can find themselves a room. There's plenty of bedrooms.
Yeah, and there's a guest room down there, which I haven't even really opened, so it's probably good. I mean, people come in and like clean the rooms, but I don't really use a lot of them. And also, if like you don't like the beds, there's like a pull-out couch. I mean, take your pick.
I'm just finding a bed.
I'll take the guest room if no one's been in there. I'll bless it. Ah, that sounds wrong.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
go
to the
ahead.
room.
Mhm.
Wraith just carries a sleeping ghost in her arms and collapses on the couch in the living room.
Marcus, what room do you normally stay in?
Um, it's less of a room and more of like the big living area has like a second story loft that overlooks the giant window looking out into the city. And it's not a bed, it's like a futon and a bunch of pillows and one little blanket. But before I go up there, I'm gonna make sure that everyone's like settled and like tuck a blanket over Wraith as she's curled up on the couch.
Two different snoring sounds emanating from that couch now.
And Riggs, you did remember there was a hall of guest rooms that you had gone down that
Mhm.
eventually went to that big closet.
Yep.
You just grab a
Oh, yeah.
random one.
Riggs like just face planted on a bed, like kicked off his shoes, and that's it.
You are in one of the few bedrooms that actually has no windows.
Mm,
Great.
It's completely dark.
mm,
The bed is
mm.
a king size bed, even though it is a guest room. So many pillows.
Yeah, I'm not even using one. I'm literally just
Yeah, you're just face plant.
I'm on sideways on the bed, right? Like I'm not even oriented properly.
I like it. And Saint, you go into the big guest room that has, as of yet, been unused.
I do.
This isn't a guest room. This is a mini master.
Hmm.
It actually has an ensuite bathroom of its own, tub, shower. There's kind of a nook style window built in. So there's a good 8-foot window, but it has a cushion right in front of it, some drawers built underneath. And the bed actually is ungainly in the size and width. Plenty of room. Full canopy on it.
I'm making use of every amenity that I come across. It's very different than the suds and satin. So I take extra special care in this moment of my body and my hair. It's been a day. Been swimming in a pool. I have chlorine in my dreadlocks. Tired, been slashed to pieces. So the big bed sounds nice. I'm 6'2". I can stretch my limbs out. Think about whoever Inyo is.
In the bathroom, when you go in there to take care of yourself, there's actually a very good collection of skin creams, hair creams, all sorts of things for the cuticles, the nails. There's various things specifically for feet, for shoulders. There's even a selection of various balms, and then a basket full of bath bombs.
I'm using all of it. I don't care how tired I am. I feel like I deserve it.
And the tub itself is actually a clawfoot tub, but it's this marvelous long and almost boat shaped on either end tub. It comes up and there's a small shelf on one end with all sorts of shampoos and soaps, and you have it made.
Only thing that would make it better is a woman.
Before we depart to someone else, would you go ahead and just make a mind roll?
Can I say no? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Ooh, that is a 5 and my mind is a 7.
It's only a passing thought, but you swear you hear music in this room like someone's singing. It's very low and distant as you recline in the bathtub. Argus, you've helped everyone to their rooms. You can go up to your loft. A little bit of thunder outside again.
I think even after I've told everyone, like, yeah, I'm gonna clock out, I'm tired. Argus doesn't actually sleep for a long while after. Just sits there looking out into the city.
Sitting on your futon, looking out into the rain, you can see the clouds light up momentarily as trails of lightning go through another trail off to the side. Somewhere in the distance, that deluge of rain has created smoldering ashes in one of the fires that was in the city. There is just a haze of thick, incredibly dark smoke coming up from those embers. But otherwise, this is just Silver City. It's just any night. It could be any night. Except for the smoke, the city is exactly what you expect. And I would like you to make a body roll because you are very tired. And you've been through a lot.
Rolled an 8.
You are sitting up when you fall asleep, and you fall asleep in a almost a sitting position with your head almost resting in your own hands. Riggs.
Yeah.
Sleep comes fast, comes hard. And peace does not come with it.
Yeah, shit.
And there you are in your helicopter. Trees below. You can feel the heat and the sweat and the weight of the weapon between your legs. And the weight of your kit and your gear. You know where this goes next.
Yeah, do.
As you are going over, things play out the same. Your helicopter goes down. There's fire and there's confusion. And you can feel it. And someone calls out to you through the trees. Wait, that's different. And amidst the fire and the confusion and the pain, your hands are soaked in blood. And all of your military kit is gone. And your sidearm is gone. And the trees are gone. And There's walls of a fortress, city. But then the dream carries on, and you're once more lost in that jungle. But something is different. Do me a favor, Riggs, and I want you to roll your own soul now.
Soul roll. That'll be fun. I rolled an 8. My soul is 6.
Even in your dreaming, even in your confusion, you are absolutely certain you can hear someone singing.
Can I make out the words? Or the
It's just
tune?
a woman's voice in the distance, far away. It's enough that it wakes you slightly, but then you fall back asleep. In a bathroom, currently enjoying luxury after a really rough day. The waters are warm and relaxing. And there's that distant music. Maybe it's just some speakers built into the room. You don't know, it's ambient. You feel exactly what it is you asked for just a moment ago. What you said you wished was here. You feel a woman's hands on your shoulders starting to rub your shoulders and massage some of that tension. And she's just softly singing.
I think immediately uh, I turn to look to see who it is that's massaging my shoulders, to see if the sensation's even real or if it's just more weirdness of the day.
Right there in the bathtub, right behind you in the water, is a woman. Describe to me what would be the woman you think you see.
Ooh. I feel like if it is a woman that Saint feels that he sees, she probably has hair that's like a cloud, more like a storm cloud, if anything. So there may be bits of gray in there, big eyes that look golden, maybe gold undertones to her skin as well. Soft, smooth, full lips. Uh, something that I can grab and hold, if that makes sense. I think
To a,
that's the type of woman that Saint would want in this moment.
she has these long manicured nails, just grabs a hold, doesn't speak, just softly singing.
Um, I think just immediately, once the shock wears off, he can't help but to look at her. Probably one of the most beautiful women he's seen in his entire life, and he just says, who sent you? Who are you? How did how did you get here?"
Just gestures for you to get closer. Still singing.
Huh. I think, um, yeah, I think he's going to go towards her, just sort of like wading through the water, almost like it's silk sheets. He's on his way to her. He can't help it. She's beautiful. He
Make a
wants
body
her,
roll.
of course, he wants her to answer all his questions. That is a 6. My body is a 10.
She takes a hold of your hands as you get closer and begins to go under as you also begin to go under the water. And the bathtub is no longer a bathtub, but an endless sea. But you are resisting as she is attempting to pull you down into the water.
What happens if I try to pull her out?
Go ahead.
Okay.
The song
That
is so much
is
louder under the water.
that is a 6. Once again, my body is a 10.
You are pulling, she is not moving up, and she is very firmly held onto your hands, and that sound in that song is getting louder underneath the surface of the water. And those
Uh,
full lips are gone. It's just teeth.
I am going to try my best to rip myself from her grasp. I'm going to get out of the bathtub and I'm going to try to run. Wraith is sleeping on the couch, so I think I'm going to just run out into Argus's living room to be like, I don't know. There's a lady in my bathtub. She's hot.
Like, another body roll from you, please. But
The most important piece of information to
That
relay
is
about that situation is that the
that
lady's
is
hot.
she's very hot. That is another 6.
all right.
That's 3 6s, so now I'm actually scared about what's to come next.
Uh,
You
Yeah,
actually
different mythology.
successfully break
True.
from her grasp,
Ooh.
and you can see dozens more of her below.
Then I'm booking it. No clothes, nothing. Right out into the living room.
The last thing you see is just her pulling up over the edge of the bath to look out, still singing. As you run out into the living room,
Uh, Wraith? Ghost? Somebody? Anybody? Is anyone here?
Do I
do I
hear this?
also do I also hear this
I'm
because I'm technically on
screaming.
the loft? Yeah.
you are
Uh-huh.
in the loft. For anyone with heightened senses, you absolutely can go ahead and just make a mind check with your heightened senses.
Please, please, wait.
Oh
Okay.
no, I have heightened awareness, not heightened senses.
Yes. Um, so I rolled an 8. I have a level 4 to my heightened senses.
All right, excellent. You wake up.
Oh,
Um, there's
heightened awareness. Is that different from heightened senses?
yes.
Okay, cool.
Got both, so that's totally fine.
There's actually more gift baskets up around your futon now that you do not remember, but nonetheless,
Hmm.
down below, Saint is yelling. Wraith
Help!
Okay.
is
Hey!
out. Riggs is out.
I'm sticking my head over the edge of the. Yep, I'm awake.
You
I'm
didn't
here.
tell me that there was a lady in your bathtub when you said that I could stay in the guest room. And she's super hot, but she has teeth.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna just like smack myself in the face a little bit, wake up a little bit. I don't have people here.
There,
Saint, it's just
there's a lady in your bathtub.
okay. I'm gonna climb down, and if this is someone breaking in again, I swear to anything, God or whatever, I'm gonna
I would
stalk into the
assume
bathroom.
that it's more weird stuff. There's like dozens of them.
Uh,
I
You have
go
an
into the bathroom.
infestation.
in the guest room, there is no bathroom.
What?
Okay. Which bathroom you say we're using? The
Uh,
one down the hall or
no, no, there's a bathroom right here. I mean, smell me. I'm wet right now.
and you are naked. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I,
Ugh. Sorry.
I'm gonna look for a towel. Well, I mean, there's no bathroom, so I'm just gonna pick up my pants off the ground and just hold them up to my waist.
Right. Um,
I swear there was a door here. I entered. There was shampoo and a lady, and I think she just tried to drown me with her hot friends. I don't know. I'm gonna start putting my pants on.
can I roll a mind to see, like, I'm sure Saint believes that this has happened to him, but I don't know how much Argus believes that this is actually happening or if it's just a product of
No, go right ahead.
complete exhaustion. Okay, that's good. I rolled a 3. Okay.
You
You know what?
something is happening, definitely.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna get you a towel and you can come and join me in the room outside. And let's not separate at all. Where is Riggs? Has he been eaten? I'm gonna start checking the doors.
Riggs is fully passed out, lying sideways on a bed.
I take a moment to like look at him to make sure he's still breathing.
Hmm.
Okay. Right. Man, I don't want to wake him up. I kind of feel really bad. And Wraith is also passed out. Okay, let's do the buddy system. And you can sleep with Riggs here and make sure that you guys don't get eaten. Or if one of you gets eaten, at least one of you will probably scream loud enough to wake the other. I'm gonna go out and make sure Wraith and Ghost are fine.
Yeah, uh, I'll sleep here. Any luck on that towel though? I don't want to drip all over the
R
floor.
Towel, right. I'm gonna go find a towel for Saint.
There are several bathrooms in this apartment. There's two on this hall. Which one would you
Hmm.
like? End of the hall or beginning of the hall?
Um, I think the one closest to the bedroom that Saint was using just for like ease of getting in there.
Okay.
And I'm also
There's
gonna
just like a
check
stand-up
because
shower in this bathroom. There's no bathtub. It's just a little sink and a
yeah,
vanity.
I'm gonna
And then
check
there's
like is the
seashells
floor
all
wet?
over. No, no one's been in here in a while. You don't even
Huh.
use this one.
Huh. Saint was definitely wet. That was really weird. Okay, I'm gonna just grab a towel and this is way too much. It's too much for me tonight. It's weird and I don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna go give Saint his towel and be like, this usually doesn't happen. So I
Uh,
think you guys brought the weird with you, and I'm gonna go pass out on the couch now. Good night.
I sorry. Night, I guess. Didn't even get to finish my bath.
Saint, when you do go to lay down, you notice that there's one of those little pots of the various lotions just sitting on a side table in the bedroom. It's just sitting there. That you
I'm gonna
saw that was
take
in that
it.
bathroom. That's now
Mm.
gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna chuck it out into the hall. I don't trust anything anymore. They're so
I
pretty
follow.
though.
I have to actually read this out loud because it's just brilliant. Luxury goods. Siren song. Like I can't not read that out loud. Um
I mean, not wrong.
I'm scared. If they're the ones giving me the gift baskets, what have I been feeding them? Or who?
but are you gonna go back up to your futon?
No. I am going to go over to the couch that Wraith and I assume ghosts are curled up in, and then I'm going to carefully pat to make sure
Spooning.
that I'm not like sleeping on top of ghosts because I can't see him, and then sort of like tuck myself on the couch beside Wraith.
Fortunately, these are big couches. There's plenty of room
Oh.
for Argus, Wraith, and Ghost. The spoon set. Um, no roll required. You fall right back asleep. You all sleep through the evening with small amounts of dreams biting at the back of your minds. For some reason, Argus, you still feel like you're sitting up for a while. Riggs, you just become so hot that you're sweating. Saint, you are sitting in a studio, a villa painting with big arches that look out over evergreen cliffs that roll for miles and miles and miles. And Wraith, for some reason, you're dreaming of stars. A big barren sky. You can trace each one of the stars to make it. And you all awaken the next day as an alarm clock radio goes off. Good morning, Silver City. This is your day, DJ, Gentle Burgess, bringing you the sunshine, even though you may not see it. I'm with you every day. May this day be a beautiful one. As a song begins to play. This song is from a new band called the Chariots. And I'll be with you at the commercial break. And you all awaken, and the rain is outside, but a little bit of light is coming through the clouds. There's a knock on the door.
Argus is immediately awake.
Yeah,
I'll
Wraith
answer
is
that.
fumbling for the gun that she left on the coffee table next to the couch.
I slept with mine. I'm just about opening the door. What?
Have you gone down to the front door of the apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. There's just a doorman holding another gift basket. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Just delivered.
Argus comes around the corner, like looking disheveled and probably giving this doorman the wrong impression of what has happened the night before.
Right, I'll just leave this here. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, right, thank you.
Thanks. What's in it?
Oh, there's a bunch of chocolates. There's a thank you card. There's a few apples.
Yeah, I was hoping this is for some oranges or some grapes. Be good with
Yeah,
breakfast.
I
there's
think
probably some in the kitchen.
Probably.
I was gonna say
But
I
these will be
think
fresh.
Go ahead, Kay.
oh no, I was just saying I think Wraith has headed into the kitchen to see what Argus has in the fridge and the cupboards for breakfast, and failing that starts rummaging through the gift baskets to see if there's anything usable.
Yeah, Saint will join you in rummaging around.
I'd
Brought
make
more
some scrambled eggs.
chocolates.
There's actually so much fruit here in all these baskets. You really should throw out some of it.
I think Wraith starts separating out the fruit that's like gone bad versus the fruit that's still usable. And then after that, we'll start making like a like fruit skewers, like chopping them up and basically making like shish kebabs but out of fruit.
And fortunately, there are 6 new bottles of milk that are in a cooler, unless you put them in the fridge.
Yeah, we put them in the fridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the fridge. I think that's nice. We'll put it in the fridge.
Mm.
Saying
Got
you
any
find
eggs
a
here?
thing of coffee too in one of the gift
Definitely want
baskets.
some coffee.
Oh, thank God.
Do I need to go get some eggs or are there some in the fridge?
It's fully stocked, always.
There's
People
also
like
2
bacon in their
kitchens, so
eggs?
I'll take it.
Wraith
Bacon?
has
Yeah.
Everybody?
found
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna find some fancy cheese in one of those gift baskets. There's cheese, there's chopped up bacon. It's all going in the scrambled eggs.
Yep.
Easy.
You guys do that. I'm gonna check something out real quick. I'm gonna pop back down the hallway to do a double check of the weird stuff because I'm more awake now.
Do you want a hand with that?
No, no, I'm good. I'm just freshening up. Be right there.
All right.
Opening both bathrooms. I'm just looking.
no. Other than activities that you know have gone on, nothing has occurred in these bathrooms recently. I mean, there's some new seashells in here, but that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna say out into the air, I guess. Um, whatever weird stuff's happening, please do not eat my guests. This is so weird. I'm talking to nothing. Talking to nothing. And I'm gonna head back to join my friends for breakfast.
As you all enjoy breakfast, you can go ahead and make your plans for the day because there was a handful of things I think that you all wanted to do. You do have one thing to do later tonight,
Mm.
but you have other things that you can do during the day. Um,
All right,
There's the
guys.
museum.
What's the plan?
There's that statue at the
Museum.
museum we wanted to check out, yeah?
Yes.
There's a statue we wanted to check out. Evidence we want to retrieve. But
Yeah, that's
Yes.
tonight though.
yeah, that is
Yeah, a little
tonight.
later.
Do we want to check out Wilhelmina's place?
Yeah,
We got a few
there was a
people's
bunch
places we
of
could check out.
a
Near
bunch of
January
places
Square,
were
right?
close.
And January Square too.
It was January Square, and the people who were missing were they lived down. Oh God, where was it
Several
again? They
out.
all lived close
Excelsiors?
together.
Yeah, several of them out in Excelsior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But hold on, let me see. There was someone out in the High Pass, Janine. Uh, yeah, most of them around Excelsior though. Huh.
yeah.
Oh, Ellie. Ellie was near Angel Arms.
Hmm.
But definitely get a lot of birds with one stone on the Excelsior area.
Okay. If anyone doesn't have anything to do, we hit up Excelsior, January Square, and then the museum, and then drop by Evidence later tonight. I probably have to go by January to see if anyone needs any help there. That's where I usually go.
Sounds like a plan then.
It's a plan. No plan survives contact with the enemy, but it's a plan nonetheless. Finish my second cup of coffee.
I imagine that the radio has still been on in the background.
Yeah.
Have we heard any strange news from today, or has it mostly just been radio songs and commentary from our morning DJ?
You're just getting music, a few side comments from Gentle Burgess on the songs and what's going on and weather to expect for the day.
Right.
More rain. You know, isn't it sort of weird that it's not really raining hard this side of the river?
I don't know. I never thought about it much, but
Yeah.
now that you mention it, huh.
It's probably nothing. Just more
Yeah,
weird stuff.
Weird stuff on our list to investigate, though, or just weird stuff we accept?
Investigating. How do you investigate the weather? Right? I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a
I ain't a
meteorologist.
meteorologist.
Hey.
There we go.
That's true. Who knows? We're looking into crow people. The lady tried to drown me in your bathtub. Maybe we can look into the weather.
Yeah, so
Two of
the
you have
thing
just heard that now, by the way.
Yeah, wait, what
thing
about you getting
is,
drowned in the
Saint,
bathtub?
I don't have a bathtub though, is the thing. So I don't know.
There was a
Wait, no bathtub in the whole
bathroom.
place?
There is a bathroom in the guest room that Argus said that no one has been in. I was there last night, lathering up, taking care of my body and my skin, because I like to look good. Got into the bathtub, was thinking, man, would love to have a woman here. I feel someone massaging my shoulders, turn around, gorgeous. Except for the teeth. The teeth were sharp, and she tried to drown me. And there were
Oh
dozens
yeah.
of her in an endless ocean in your bathtub, and I wasn't dreaming. And I'm not high this time.
As
Sharp teeth ain't good.
as Saint is saying that, Wraith is already on her way back from the couch where she has the med kit with the drugs that we stole from the hospital, being like, hand on head, you don't feel feverish. Maybe it's time to give you another dose.
No, this actually happened. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
The
something
door not being
happened.
there anymore is suspicious. Okay, it does make it seem like I'm lying, but
Well, I mean,
Oh,
I
well,
don't
let's
think you're
let's check it out.
lying. Yeah, I checked it out. There wasn't anything there. I don't have a bathroom in the guest room even. There's two fully functioning ones outside in the hallway.
no, there actually you don't have a bathroom. One of the shampoos that was in that bathroom that you say doesn't exist. It was in Riggs' room last night. I threw it out into the hallway.
Oh, that's why
Was
I was there
the
this morning.
Was it still there in the morning,
Yeah.
actually? Oh, right.
I'm wondering about that. Just sitting there in the hallway.
Well,
I almost tripped over it.
okay. Something weird happened because you were definitely drenched and fully naked last night. I definitely remember that.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It was weird, but I mean,
I was panicked.
okay. Well, something weird happened here.
Do you think your
I
apartment takes requests? Race says, looking around. If anyone's listening, I would like freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. Enough with the milk. Chocolate chip cookies, she
Oh, I
says
know how to
very
make chocolate chip
slowly.
cookies.
Argus actually like waits for a second to see if that actually happens because she's also really curious.
I mean, they usually
Okay.
take about 15 minutes, but
Mm,
Well,
Probably not
then
that kind of weird.
it, throw me into the nearest bathtub then, and I bet you they try to drown me
No,
again.
let's
yeah, I want
not. Like, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just,
Far-fetched.
what are we supposed to do about this right now?
Ooh,
Apart
lobster?
from
my
tearing down the walls.
my
Mm.
curiosity still got the better of me. I'm gonna go into the guest room and see if I even see a door to another room.
Just going by yourself.
Yeah.
I think Wraith will follow, but she'll like look to see if there's a hallway closet or something, being like, does shampoo come from a storage closet over here or something?
So you're just checking out the hall.
I'm like following Riggs, but if I run into like a closet in the hallway on the way to the bathroom, then I'll investigate that.
Um, there's a closet. It's got extra bedding and stuff like that. Um, no shampoos or anything like that. Um, Otherwise, are you sticking right behind Riggs?
Yes, but first she whispers into the closet, red wine, but a rosé is also acceptable.
There was one in one of those gift baskets. I definitely know that.
All right. By the time the two of you get in there, there's no door. There's just a guest room.
She'll knock on the walls.
Yeah, I'm like trying to use my spatial awareness to see if there might be some like weird
I
space
mean,
that's like
there was like a
hidden
hidden
door or
closet
something.
in that other room, right, Riggs? That we found yesterday. Is there like she'll look for a bookshelf to see if there's like a book.
Wraith. Um, you go ahead and actually, I'm going to let you use your urban tracking in this,
Hmm.
and you can make a mind roll with your urban tracking. Oh, Riggs, knocking on the walls. You don't hear anything. There's no like empty space that you can hear.
No, no,
Six
I'm
and
I'm just trying to use spatial awareness. Like, is there a space missing here somewhere? Or is it all like kind of accounted for?
And I
my mind is
apologize.
7, so and I rolled a 6.
All right, great. Um, there are no secret levers built in, but there is something that sticks out to you as you're kind of like checking out these built-in shelving units. There would be probably 5 or 6 feet of space between this room and the next guest room.
While
Like in the
they're
wall.
Yeah.
while they're doing that, I think I'm gonna go and like because Saint was like, "Oh, I threw this shampoo thing out into the hallway." I'm gonna go over and all right, I'm gonna clean up and I'm going to take, I'm gonna grab the shampoo and it is weird. I'm gonna try to see if I can psychometry this thing.
Oh,
Oh, the shampoo?
Yeah, I touch it and try to
Lotion.
see where it's from.
Make soul roll.
Uh, 10.
You're holding a seashell. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a shampoo.
What the fuck? Close my eyes for like 2 seconds and look at the shell in my hand. Pretty sure that I picked up a. Okay. Oh, I hate this. I hate everything about this, and I'm going to call out to Wraith and Riggs. Guys, some fucky's happening.
I
Yeah,
told you.
I
it
didn't
is.
disbelieve you.
Well, by this
Hot
point, Wraith
ladies in
and
the
I figured out
bathtub.
that there's space, right? Yeah, something is funky happening here. There's some dead space in here.
That's
I'm
your
gonna go
secret
over.
bathroom.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna go to the wall and I'm gonna touch it.
Does the seashell appear like a seashell
Yeah,
to
it's just a
Saint and
seashell now.
Riggs? Okay.
Just a
Ooh.
seashell.
Saint's gonna try to pocket that when he walks in. A little
Don't
memento.
You don't know how weird this thing is. Why are you whatever. I'm gonna touch the wall and try to see if I can feel out some energy here.
Oh, um,
Because I haven't learned my lesson about touching weird things,
We could also just do
apparently.
some renovations.
I do not want to do that. It is a
Argus,
nice apartment, Riggs.
go ahead, just do a soul roll. Just
Yes, sir. That is a 5.
it's been here since at least when you woke up. Swallow.
Oh, I really don't want it. This is a really nice apartment.
Wraith is the
Okay. If I don't look at it and you guys do it, it probably won't hurt as bad. Just okay, just go, just do it.
I'm used to busting through walls.
hold on.
My turn.
Saint Wraith will ask Saint, can I see the seashell for a moment?
He'll take it out of his pocket and hand it over.
She is gonna let Ghost sniff it and say, find it. And Ghost has some levels in urban tracking that I'm hoping that Saturday will let me use to be more of a, like dogs can do nose work and scent detection. They should be able to follow a
Yeah.
trail.
Okay. I love this. Um, we're gonna go ahead and you can just roll for Ghost. Um, and honestly, uh, I'm gonna give you a bonus on this, which isn't gonna be something you get all that often, but there is, you can have an additional -2 to your roll.
Okay. And forgive me for, would that be a mind or
Yes.
a body? Okay, cool. No. Uh, I minusing everything, I think rolled a 4, and mind is 2 for poor Ghosty.
Okay. Um, Ghost sniffs the shell. Um, and actually runs out towards the windows and then seems to get confused and then just circles around and then just sits down.
That's okay, buddy, she says, patting his head. We need to work on your training when the world isn't ending. All
All
right.
right.
don't look. And Wraith will go to like turn Argus around so that way their back is facing that wall.
All right.
Placing my hands over my ears. If I pretend it's not happening, it's not going to hurt me.
Have at it, Riggs.
Honestly, this is just a body roll.
Yeah.
You're tough. And the body roll is just going to determine how long it's going to take.
Roll a 9. I
Um,
needed an 8.
Even with that, it's gonna take you probably a good,
Oh, wait, is it an unarmed attack?
yeah,
Cool. Then I passed.
all right. It's gonna take you about 10 minutes to tear through
Actually, I just need to
Last.
make a hole through.
well, if that's
I'm
all
just-
you're doing,
I'm just looking to make a hole that I can
okay.
see through.
If that is all you're doing, you put your hand between that and two relatively new studs and out through another side.
Yep. Relatively new. Interesting.
There's just a
What?
dark space.
Dark space. Well, I've got a little flashlight, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I see?
Cobwebs,
Cobwebs.
seafoam tile,
Ooh.
glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes. That's fun.
A vanity, a mirror, a shower. There's some sort of giant bathtub in there.
No. I just get the breeze past the glowing eyes.
Oh, they're gone. They're and gone.
Cool.
Meanwhile, I'm with Wraith, like not looking and being like, see, I invite you guys over and you guys come and break down my walls and try to get eaten.
Hey, I just put a small hole. And there is a bathroom in there, actually.
I told
Doesn't look
you
like it's been
there's
used in a
bathroom.
while, though.
Yeah.
There's like
Some-
spider webs and stuff.
At least you still have a home. Poor Riggs has more skylight than house.
And that was my office.
Oh.
You guys haven't been to my apartment.
And I used that bathroom last night. There were no cobwebs.
Yeah, that's the weird part, right?
Oh, I'm going to sleep in a haunted apartment. That's going to be really. That's great.
Wraith calls out into the hole into the bathroom. Lobster bisque. Crab legs.
I would
Now
like
you're
you to
just
make
trying
a
to
mind roll.
antagonize him, huh?
Can my aura of command help with this mind roll?
No.
Nice try.
Gotta. Ooh, I just fail. I got an 8. My mind is 7.
You can hear the most lovely song. And Wraith, you really want to take a bath.
I mean, is the bathtub usable? She says, like, peering through the hole.
The
Oh,
room is beautiful and
yay.
new, and there's no cobwebs, and there's light, and that's all Wraith sees. A beautiful new bathroom.
Argus, why did you reno this bathroom and then cover it up?
I didn't reno anything. I haven't even touched. You saw the living room. I barely touch any. What are you looking at? And I'm gonna
When did
go
you
over
say you
and
moved in here?
a couple months ago, it was given to me.
Mm.
I'm, this is okay. Wraith, we got stuff to do, and I'm gonna go and grab Wraith by the back of her jacket, and try to pull her away.
Should be careful of this apartment.
Yeah, Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna probably lock up this room and no one's ever gonna come in here again.
Maybe it would have been safer to sleep at the hotel.
Probably. And I'm gonna start dragging Wraith away. Does she let me?
You really want to take a bath, but you know what? Not that bad right now.
Come on. Got people to see and stuff to do and other weird stuff to get to.
It's a sliding scale.
Does anyone have a bathtub that's not haunted?
Yeah, I
You know what,
mean,
technically speaking,
mine's
not my bathtub. So I don't
mi-
have a haunted bathtub.
mine's haunted by a little bit of mildew, but I mean, aren't all of them? Like it gets in the grout. You just can't grout spread it out.
I'm gonna assume mine at the Suds and Satin isn't haunted, but hey, you never know, apparently.
Are you leaving the room?
Yeah.
Um, as soon as you leave the room, sound is gone, desire is gone.
Huh.
Okay, let's head out.
Why are all the places you guys live so weird?
This entire city's fucking weird, Wraith.
Well,
Facts.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere, she says as she goes into one of the gift baskets and pops a bottle of wine.
Um, it's a better than mid-grade bottle.
Of course it is.
Probably
She'll
got
she'll pour.
solid $90 bottle just for like this half size.
In this economy?
Silver City economy.
Fair.
Wraith, who are you doing work for that can spring for this kind of wine so casually? And you have so many of these gift baskets.
I mean, I do a lot of work. So a lot of people ask me for help and I just say yes. And I don't ask because sometimes they don't like me asking. And if like I don't ask about them, they don't ask about me, you know?
No, this is fair. This is a question for Saturday. What's kind of like the average salary of Silver City? Like, does that can the is it normal for the average populace to be gifting a
Four,
gift
s-
basket of
I'm
four
gonna
this?
seashells and a chocolate bar.
You know,
I'm gonna put this out there right now. That Silver City is divided into the incredibly wealthy,
mm,
like the Ofinas,
mm-hmm,
and the Whigs,
mm,
um, and then people like you.
mm.
Mm.
Generally speaking, there is no middle class here. There's the bottom and there's the top.
Well, this is my thought, and like how much at the top are there? Because if Argus doesn't like know who they are, but like we know who the Ophinas are, right?
Yeah.
They never come with cards or anything?
Well, sometimes they do, but they don't exactly sign all of them. They just say thank you.
Hmm.
Do like their butlers come to ask you to do these things for them? Like,
I mean, there's a whole bunch of people and, faces. I
Hmm.
mean, like I know like the high profile people we work for. And we know the high profile people we work for, and sometimes they hire other people. So it could be that.
Fair point.
I mean, you don't want to go around telling people, "Hey, I need a thing that requires a psychic," and like advertise that, right?
Yeah, still, like, I don't get any gift baskets. Do you get any gift baskets, Wraith?
No, but I'm realizing that you all are perhaps in a different tax bracket to me.
Do
She's
you get
thinking
any
of
gift
her
baskets, Say?
studio,
No, I think this
one
is
bedroom
this is an
apartment
August
that's
thing.
also her office.
Nope, I haven't gotten a damn thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like this is I don't know.
I
Still seems a
mean,
little
you
weird.
know what? It would be kind of funny if it was from the guy that shot me and this was his way of like apologizing.
That would be
Imagine how crazy
nice.
that would be.
Then I'll wait on my gift basket for being stabbed and slashed up like that then.
Yeah, right.
As much as I hate to break up this wonderful moment, I'd like to move everyone down to the car.
Walk and
Were you
talk.
going to January Park first? If I January Square first,
No,
if
I
I
think we're
remember,
going
or
to
Excelsior.
Excelsior
Excelsior.
first.
Yeah.
Excelsior first. Okay. Just quick double check. Um,
Yeah, of course. All that conversation happened while we were in the elevator.
you know
Yeah.
what? That's what happened. That was in the elevator. That was in the car.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
was on the way. Like talking about all this stuff.
They come
It
out of
Um,
happened.
the elevator talking about how Argus has a sugar daddy just as they walk past like the reception.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
have a number of addresses for people in Excelsior.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we do. Of
And Riggs, you have been here before
course I have.
a year ago.
Oh, yeah. Is this where
This is
Penny
where you
was?
woke up after
Ah,
the event.
of course it is.
But you have a bunch of addresses. I mean, you haven't been back here in a long time.
Fair enough.
Who would you like to start with?
Should we just start with Wilhelmina?
That's at the top of the list, yeah.
Actually, what do we know their exact addresses?
Yeah.
'Cause I think
Jeb
we
gave us
got.
an address for Wilhelmina.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe gave us an
Let's.
address for Alma. And Claudia gave us the address for Cynthia. So we actually have addresses here for all three of the ones that are pinging my search on Excelsior here.
Um, how about we go for the closest one and then work our way towards January Square?
Fair
Just
point.
for
Sounds good.
That'll start you with Cynthia.
cool.
We don't have a key, do we?
Do we need a key?
I don't want to
Say, do you
just
need a key?
I don't want to just smash the door in though.
Well,
No. Uh,
you know what? Go ahead.
Wraith will bring out like a lock picking kit out of
There we
her
go.
backpack.
Beautiful.
Um, and she has level 3 in burglary,
There we
specifying,
go.
and also sleight of hand for pickpocketing, but it specifies in these descriptions that like lock, safe, hot wiring.
And you only have to go to the second floor of this building, of which because of the way it's laid out, there's essentially an X hall with a double staircase in the center of the building. Cynthia is at the end of one of these halls, so you should have relative cover, and not a lot of people going to be able to look in because there's not a lot of peepholes you're seeing anywhere.
I'm relative cover.
I'm 6'2",
Yeah.
and I eat a
I just
lot.
stand in there in a big coat.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't
but there's
take
not a
up
lot
that
of
much
peepholes.
space.
A lot of these doors are really old. There's very few peepholes. Um, there's a window at the end, but it overlooks an alleyway. So you're at the end of a hall, and you can feel free to go ahead and make the roll. and pick Cynthia's locks.
I just imagine like Riggs and Sane are at the beginning of the hallway, lookout, and Argus is on the other end looking out into the alleyway just in case.
Got a 2, and then that's not even adding the like -3 for burglary, and I don't know if you'll
Got
ever
a
do sleight of
2?
hand. Yeah.
Critical
Don't worry about it.
success.
Snake eyes.
Don't
Oh
worry
yeah.
about it. It's an old lock, but at the same time, you do realize that at some point Cynthia actually replaced it, so it's the old lock plate, but with new lock inside. But you know what you're doing. Door opens, and there's an immediate smell of cat litter and old food.
Wraith is immediately concerned and looking for a cat.
There's actually a big scrungly yellow cat just sitting on top of a bunch of stuff. Just immediately starts rubbing on you.
Oh, baby.
Well, I mean, you can't stay here because we don't know if Cynthia's coming back.
What's cat been eating for a month?
There's a
Oh,
giant bag of cat
God.
food, actually just torn open. It's literally torn open.
Yeah, resourceful little bugger. I appreciates that.
Okay. All right.
The lights don't work because no one's paid the bill.
I mean, I guess we should look for clues, and then I'm sure somebody in the hotel would want to adopt the cat.
Argus is just picking up the cat.
Yeah, I might adopt a cat. What are you talking about?
It's got a little collar with a little tag that says button.
Oh, Button. Are we gonna fight over a cat?
I can't keep in a cat in my apartment, especially not after it's haunted.
Can't keep one at the Suds and Satin either.
Well then.
Cat wouldn't like the bath.
Mm, I don't like the bath. Uh,
Well, Wraith and Riggs can figure that out later.
Well, yeah, I don't want to drag the cat around with us on our errands today, but I'll come back and pick up the cat later, maybe. If we're alive.
hate it when you say
This
that.
entire place is
Hey,
dark
it's been our
and
kind of days.
quiet. There's a smell in the air because the refrigerator's been out for a while.
Not opening that fridge.
I'll open it.
Whatever. You'll open it? Okay.
I'll
No,
open it to start
no.
cleaning it. Oh, I
Ah,
will. I'll start
Oh,
cleaning it out.
Zane.
I
now
don't
the whole
know.
place smells.
Um,
Oh, jeez.
It's all takeout containers.
We're looking for clues.
Yeah. It's all takeout containers. Boxes from automats. It doesn't look like Cynthia actually ever made food because there's condiments but no food. There's just takeout. On a small round table that's right in the kitchen, there's just 2 chairs. And there's 2 cups that have partial amounts of like kind of really nasty because it's old coffee, like barely any in there. A lot of it's dehydrated out now.
Like two people were sitting opposite each other, or
Yeah,
like there's just two
Hmm.
cups, maybe somebody like left.
it looks like 2
'Cause-
people were sitting opposite each other. There's an ashtray in here, um, an old box of donuts that went bad a long time ago.
I was like donuts.
There's
Does
a
Man, I really
single
miss my
bedroom.
mask.
Sorry, go
Single
ahead.
bedroom?
Mhm.
Zane opens
Check out the bedroom.
the fridge and Argus is just me like, oh man, I really miss my mask. Like we
Oh,
should
Yeah,
probably go
right?
back and get that at some point.
yeah.
Ugh. And I'm gonna go
Shoot.
over, touch the cups.
Mhm.
Like it.
Try to see.
Wraith, what were you gonna do? Out of curiosity.
She was gonna look around to see if there's any sort of desk, anything that looks like it has papers of any sort in it, in either like the main space that they entered, or and if it's not there, then she'll follow Riggs into the bedroom to see if there's papers there.
So there's no desk. Um, the living room actually just has a big radio, like one of the really big cabinet radios,
Mm.
wooden ones, and a couch, and some cat furniture.
Mm.
Um, there is a closet that comes off there that has been turned into a bathroom. So
Cool.
there's a sink and a toilet. There's no shower.
Mm.
There's no desk of any sort. In the bedroom is probably about 5 foot by 9 foot. So it's not very wide. And there is actually a Murphy bed
Mm.
built into the opposite wall, and a tiny little window. Tiny little window.
Up the Murphy bed.
There's a rack behind the mattress where clothes are hung, and there's some drawers, so there's actually a built-in right there. Not super convenient because the bed has to be open to get into it, but there's a bunch of drawers, and there's a bunch of jackets, and then there's a couple of pieces that actually have like Suds and Satin logos on them that must be like work clothes.
Uniforms. Yeah. Yeah, I think Wraith starts rifling through the drawers to see if there's anything of note.
Absolutely. Go ahead, make just mind for yourself. Riggs, is there anything you want to look through?
Yeah, I was gonna look through that stuff, but if Ray's got it covered, then I don't know. There was no drawers or anything out in the main room.
Nothing you saw.
Mm.
Well, we might need you to do it, because I don't think I can add anything to this, because I don't think burglary counts for this, would it?
Not really in this case.
No.
You're looking for something. You're looking for anything important, anything out of the ordinary, papers or otherwise. And if that's the case, you're finding like a lot of bills.
Cool.
Not a lot of other stuff. We're gonna come up to Argus though. Give me a soul roll. Would you like to just do both cups at the same time?
I'm gonna do them one by one so I can tell which one was Cynthia and which one was someone else.
Okay.
That's an 8.
All right. And which cup would you like? The left or the right?
I'll do the left first.
That is Cynthia's cup.
Mhm.
Um, she's probably had these cups. You can actually just get a general read. Like she has a set of 9 of these cups. They're the rest of them are up in the cupboard. You can actually see when she got these cups out, just using your psychometry. She bought these on the side of the road months ago, just from someone on a blanket. So you just kind of follow this line through.
Mm.
You can see her sitting down. You can see her drinking the coffee momentarily. She's talking and then gone.
No signs of distress or anything, just talking.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm gonna pick up the other cup.
Okay. Roll on 3 dice.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew it was coming, and I still. Here we go. Ooh, that might actually good. I got a 10. I rolled a 1 on one of the dice, which saved my ass.
The world dims, and there is almost a feedback. A microphone is dragged directly over top of a speaker feedback. It is loud, and you can see the cup being picked up. And then the hand is a person's hand. The hand is gold. The hand is glimmering and shining and bright. And you can hear a woman's voice speaking. And then there is fire. And you see fields of battle. And you see lances in the ground, and you see bodies, and you see heads, and you see bones, and you see city after city after city after city burning and broken, and you feel rage. You feel rage, and it nearly breaks Argus for a moment. But you know the voice because she spoke to you. She stepped off the clock and came to you. You know her voice. And she was in this room in a human form.
I carefully set the cup down and look around the room to see if, like, there's any trace of the fire that she felt.
As far as physical signs, there is nothing.
And any other signs? The other kind of feelings?
Would you like to start touching stuff?
Probably shouldn't, but this is what I'm good at. Yeah. I'm gonna start touching stuff.
All right, we'll get back to that in a moment. Hey, Riggs, do you want to help out with looking for stuff? Wraith's
Sure.
not finding anything.
Yeah, see what I can find.
Hmm.
What do we want? Urban tracking?
We're
What's
just going to roll a
investigation?
straight mind, or
Straight
if
mind.
you have investigation of some sort, some specific thing. I do not think you do. I do not
No,
think you do.
just
So just give me a
weird.
straight mind. You got a bunch of
It's
skills and you're really good.
it's a 5, and I have a 5.
All right. So Wraith and Riggs are just going through all these drawers looking for
Yeah.
anything. And Riggs, you find a small fake underside on a drawer.
Aha.
Um, and
Hidden drawer
inside
here.
it, there's a tiny little black book diary.
Mm. What do we got here?
And it's Cynthia's daily thoughts for, I don't know, some period of time.
Okay. Give that a pour over, see if we get anything useful, probably out of the last handful of entries.
So while you are looking here, you are just going to look at the last pages.
Yeah, I mean we'll read backwards, right? Like
Yeah. When you flip back to the last pages, uh, you don't need to roll for this. The writing looks so much different.
oh,
It's like she was jamming the pen into the page as she wrote.
that's interesting.
On the bottom of the page, one of the last things that is written specifically is I will kill them. I will kill them all.
That's cheery.
Wraith peering over Riggs's shoulder, trying to like read over his shoulder as he's reading. Does she say who they are?
Well, I mean, we know that she confronted Thea right before she went missing. So, like, that lines up.
Do you
But,
think she was trying to kill the Athenas?
guess is as good as mine right about now. But, I mean, we know anyone who's crossed the Ofinas in the last year or so has not been seen. So, it's a fair bet.
Can we see, like, is it noticeable when her writing turned from normal to being more, for lack of a better term, erratic?
If you were to go by the pages and the dates,
Hmm.
weeks. It was not an immediate. It was slow.
Okay.
It took weeks for her to get to that point.
What's the first entry that looks like that, though?
Shall I read it to you?
Please.
Haha.
Look at Saturday, always prepared.
We unlocked the secret clue.
We went to Demeter's again. She never takes me to the tower. She never takes me to a party. She doesn't let me be seen with her in public unless it's at Demeter's. And I asked her if we could stop pretending that we don't love each other. And she said that right now she cannot love anyone. I asked her about Thea, and she said it's just money. But it feels like more than that. One of the other girls at the club said that there's a doctor I can talk to that will help.
And we know, was Cynthia the one seen going around with the doctor, or was that one of the other girls?
One of the other girls.
And
specifically, you don't have to roll. It was Janine.
Yeah.
Janine is going around with the doctor. Cynthia is going to ask for an introduction to this doctor for some reason. And whoever Cynthia was seeing was servicing Thea. If I'm interpreting that correctly.
Yeah.
Who? Because I think we had one name and then maybe we retconned it after. So Riggs keeps more meticulous notes than Kay or Wraith does. Who was it that we saw coming out of Thea's office that she was not super impressed by Thea's performance?
Yeah, it was Carmen.
Okay. So potentially
that was
Carmen and Cynthia?
Well, we know Cynthia was seeing Carmen.
Mm.
That's why she sounds like Cynthia confronted Carmen on that, and Carmen said it was just money from this entry here.
Mm. Mm. So we probably need to go track down that doctor.
And you're going to need more to go off of because so far no one has known the doctor's name.
No. Maybe we should check out Janine's place.
Janine's out on the high pass.
Hmm. So maybe not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Janine's also missing.
Yeah.
So maybe we do the rest of the girls on Excelsior, and then we should hit up Janine's place on the high pass, like add that on our to-do list to do today.
The next
It is the only other
closest,
one we got in headers for.
the next closest place is Wilhelmina's.
Mm.
No, see what we can find.
We
Hold on
taking
to
the
this
cat
diary.
with us?
I'll come back for buttons later.
Okay.
So,
Do
Was
this
it? Are we
point,
gonna leave the cat in my car all day? I mean, that doesn't seem like a great idea.
I mean,
Yeah,
are we
that's
gonna
mean.
leave it in the apartment without people where it's gonna get into the feed bag?
Yeah, it'll feed itself over there. It's been doing that for past month.
I'll scoop up
Right.
buttons. We can bring them along.
Just gonna be leaving him in the car all day.
Well, we can bring them to Wilhelmina's at least.
do we see a backpack or anything around?
There's a
A
cat
little
carrier.
pet carrier? Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna put him in the cat carrier then.
All right.
Meow.
And
Meow.
then while I'm putting him in there, I just say, maybe Janine has a card for the doctor in her purse. Maybe some sort of number or address or something.
Find out tonight.
Maybe. Yeah.
But you can go over to Wilhelmina's, which is just a couple buildings down.
Oh, question. Do I find anything else touching random things around the apartment on the way out?
Absolutely. Make a soul roll.
Yay. That's a 10.
So most things, all you're finding are glimpses of her life, her normal life, day to day. It's when you start to get to things like the ashtray, and then there's a pack of cigarettes on a counter that are newer and are recently opened, or at least the most recently opened thing, that the fire and the rage is starting to creep inside her. And it's slow, but you can feel the fire beginning to burn inside Cynthia. And one of the last things that you find that actually is the most recent thing she had touched is a empty box that used to have crackers in it. And you get an immediate flash in your mind of going to buy a gun with the intention of going to confront Carmen.
Carmen, not Thea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was probably still smart enough that she knew she couldn't actually confront an Ophina and survive.
You do know at least the place where she got the gun, so if at any point in time you want to go to meet to that person, absolutely, because it's a guy who works out of the backside of the Suds and Satin.
Hmm.
Literally just with a van that sells things that sometimes you've all needed to get.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you can head on over to Wilhelmina's.
There's something that you said earlier Saturday, and it might be nothing, but Wraith would know if it is something. Is there any significance to the pair only being able to meet at Demeter's? Like, does Demeter's have a particular reputation of some sort?
There's lots of automats in
Mm.
the city, but Demeter's automat
There's
is
automat.
the best automat. It's also, locationally speaking, out of the way.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
And you can check on the map at some point if you want to see specifically where Demeter's is.
Cool. Yeah, no, I was just wondering that connotation of if it was a kind of like hole in the wall or like a,
Like, it's both the best automat in the city,
Mhm.
and slightly out of the way from some places.
Gotcha. Cool. Cool.
You have to intentionally go there. But Wilhelmina's, you actually, once you get up there, notice that there's no one else living on the top floor of this building. Like, it's not even necessarily that the places have been abandoned recently or anything. It's just no one has claimed these spaces. Most of their doors are just open and they're just empty apartments. Wilhelmina's is the only closed door. And it's not locked.
I was about to say I try and open it.
Why lock your apartment in an empty building?
Are they decent apartments?
I mean, they're not bad, all things considered.
Hey,
Are the
we said
lights
not
You're in
to buy
Excelsior.
Sirens.
Wilhelmina has a 3-bedroom apartment.
Hmm.
It's actually very nicely done, and all of her plants are dead.
It has been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I just got a lot of plants in here. Jeez.
Like, there is actually a lot of plants. So many. There's like watering cans all over the place. There's
Makes sense. It's good
more
natural light.
open shelves than actual furniture. Her kitchen is a greenhouse partially.
Hmm.
Most of the still living plants are in the kitchen. She has a tea kettle. She has a coffee pot. She has a big stack. It's actually pre-made so that you can keep multiple layers of eggs. And you can see on the balcony, the iron balcony, she has caged it off and she has her own chicken coop.
Chickens alive?
The chickens actually can come in and out through an open window and have been eating her plants.
God.
Chickens are resourceful.
Hmm.
Wraith goes to the fridge to see if there's anything still good in there.
There's actually still good food in there.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
2 weeks.
There's still electricity here. There's milk. There's bread that she keeps in the fridge for some reason, probably to keep away from the chickens. Um, there's several different to-go containers from across the town, across the city. And there's a bunch of packages of things like lunch meat and whatnot. It looks like she is a sandwich person. There's
Valid.
cheese, there's lunch meat, there's bread.
I think Wraith starts making up sandwiches to pack up into her backpack, and chops up she'll cut off the crusts and then give the crust to the chickens in the chicken coop.
Mm-hmm.
Waste not, want not.
Mm.
gonna start actually. Do the plants look like they've died just because they've been eaten by chickens and haven't been watered in 2 weeks? Or are they particularly weirdly dry?
Mhm.
Most of the ones away from the kitchen have just kind of dried up from lack of care,
Okay.
or being pecked at.
Hmm.
The ones in the living room have almost no light because the curtains got closed at some
Yeah.
point, were never reopened.
So my next course of action would be to look for any paraphernalia that similarly uh to Cynthia's place has connotations of fire, of smoking, or an ashtray that or like picked up a recent smoking habit.
Absolutely. You roll mind. Wraith, Riggs, Saint, what are you doing? I know Wraith actually is making sandwiches. Never mind.
She'll
Just
call over
searching.
the Riggs though and say, maybe can you check the medicine cabinet? I wonder if she also went to go see that doctor.
Yeah,
Hmm.
sure.
I'll check the bedroom, the master bedroom, and the other two if I don't find anything there.
So uh, the master bedroom has actually been turned into a painting studio.
Hmm. Who
Um,
was saying?
there's a half bath attached, and there's actually just racks of paintbrushes. And there's all sorts of cans of oil paint everywhere. And she was a prolific painter. There's all sorts of portraits of men and women and children and like what she could see out of her window. And there's so many pictures of chickens.
Hmm.
Like
Uh,
she painted all of her chickens.
Wilhelmina worked at the Suds and Satin. I work at the Suds and Satin. I feel like we've had conversations before just about our work, subject matter, all sorts of things. What was the most recently painted thing?
Roll your cultural arts. You'll know this.
Okay.
You'll be able to figure it out.
Cultural arts. That is mind. Mm. That is so great. Cultural arts is at level 1. I rolled a 9. My mind is a 7.
Ooh.
So here's actually what it is. And this is a little bit of where you're going to meet that potentially these are the newest.
Mm,
Um, there is a couple of pictures of actually the dance floor at the Sunset
mm,
um, that look newer. These are oil paints, though, so they can actually be worked on for a very long time. Um, there is one of the reds for her chickens, and there's a couple that look like they were actually done in January Square.
mm. Then, I mean, I'm gonna take a look at the January Square paintings just to see if maybe there's any sign of frustration in the brushstrokes, maybe any sort of erratic tendencies in her style that I wouldn't be used to. That sort of suggests that maybe that the same thing that happened to Cynthia was starting to happen here to see if I can just through the timeline of the painting see where maybe there was a mood shift.
And we're going to come back to that in 1 second. I just want to check a couple of things. Riggs, where did you go?
Yeah, we're looking in the bathroom, looking through the medicine
Okay.
cabinet.
Um, there are so many antidepressants in here.
Sure.
Just so many. Um, other than that, there's stuff for headaches and migraines. Um,
But
almost everything
what's
was
the
gotten right out of the hospital. Like this isn't like she was going to the pharmacist at the hospital. But it's just antidepressants.
none of them issued by any doctors, all the issued by the hospital, then, huh?
Yeah, hospital
All right.
pharmacy. Um, lots of headache medicine, lots of stuff for migraines. Um, nothing from a specific doctor. Um, she was taking at least 9 different antidepressants that were issued from 3 different hospitals.
For the viewers at home, don't do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Unfortunately, Silver City has very poor medical care sometimes, and what she needed was a single uh, professional to assist her properly. And that's
Yeah,
for the audience to follow up.
No
and the
therapists in Silver City.
records policy is really spotty in this city.
She went to 3 different hospitals. She was on lots of different kinds of medication. Some of these you should not take together.
Wow.
Argus, I would like a quick soul roll from you.
Okay. Also, there was a mind roll that I did earlier that you didn't take yet, by the
Yep.
way.
I know.
Okay. So my soul roll is an 8.
Okay. And you've been looking for things of a very particular variety.
Mhm.
Everything in here is loving. You can look around in the various rooms and between the plants, the chickens, the paint supplies, her crocheting in the living room. She had a very full life. And it occurs to you that the only thing that's out of place is this ashtray on the fire escape. And you're just touching things as you go, and it's nothing, just life, just a happy person. So very happy. I know. To say, like, we're talking
You want
about
to
what
touch one of
Argus,
these?
we're talking about what Argus is finding. Happy person, happy person. As you get further into the living room, as you're coming to where that fire escape is, where the ashtray is, you start to see static. You can't see something. It's weird. It's strange. You hit a wall. And then there's the ashtray. And for the first time out on this fire escape, you see her crying and you see her screaming and she's throwing things and she's in an alley and she's drinking and she's standing on the edge of the fire escape and she climbs up onto the railing of the fire escape. And she comes back down and she sits down and then she walks back inside and she smiles and she takes care of her plants and she crochets and she paints and she feeds her chickens. And every time she comes out here, she screams and she rages. And there's a little flip top lighter in the corner that you notice now.
I pick it up
Mhm.
and I start looking at it to see if there's any particular design or if it's just
3 dice.
Mm. Gotta stop doing this, guys. I gotta. Okay. Okay. That was almost really bad. 11.
Static. Distance. Miles. And you're with Wilhelmina somewhere. And you're with Wilhelmina at a riverbank. And you are with Wilhelmina while she looks at a river. And then someone leans forward and takes her shoulders, and it's that woman, that giant woman. I can take it all away. I can take it all away from you. I can save you. And then there's fire. And you feel her crying, and you feel her heart break for herself. And you are sweating profusely when the lighter itself becomes hot. And I would like you to make another soul roll.
So, 9.
In Argus's beating heart, you feel the fire. You feel it burning inside you. You feel a voice telling you that they can save you, and then you know that it is a lie, and the moment you let go of the lighter, it's gone.
I'm going to try to find something around me that I can pick the lighter up with and wrap it up, and I'm going to take it away from this place because I don't think it should be left out for anyone to stumble upon.
Absolutely. I will be honest, that is all any of you find here. Saint, to finish your moment. Paintings are never bad. They never change. It is done with care and craft and love and hope. She loved what she did.
Yeah, you can tell. I am going to take one of the paintings of her chickens. Might sound weird, but she loved them so much. I'm not taking it for myself, I'm taking it for Zep. Maybe you can put it on the wall. Maybe I'll come back for the rest. And I'll take her brushes and the paint too. Not even because I want to use them, but I don't know. Maybe I'll use them one day.
They should be used at some point by someone.
Yeah, they should.
And I'm going to ask everyone a real important question. Are you going to go to the last apartment before you talk about everything? And what good note taker remembers what apartment that is?
It's almost.
in the Ivory Arcade.
I honestly thought the important question was going to be, are we taking the chickens?
Not putting the chickens in my
We
cat.
can't.
Now
we
let me
can't put
ask
them
another
all.
important question. Riggs, how do you feel when you realize that the way you're going is back to an apartment you've already been to?
Wait, what?
Oh, shit.
It's been a while.
You know Alma's apartment. You don't know it by address. You know it by the steps.
Yeah.
You know it by the signs on the road.
It's really weird though that I hadn't run into her at the Ivory Arcade at all in the last year. I mean, I do spend time there.
You even remember where the key was when you left.
I do? Okay.
Yeah. It's just something that's stuck in your brain. As you had your awkward split with this person that you woke up with, not knowing who you were.
Yeah, neither of us. That was kind of a
But she remembered what the key was for some reason. And she told you if you wanted to come back to talk that uh, behind the little figures on the outside of her door, if you moved one, there was a spare key.
huh. Yeah, really must have skipped my mind. Well then, I guess I know how to get into this apartment.
Huh. Has he ever told any of us that? So we
No,
just
I mean,
see Riggs find the spare key to this place, and we're just like,
Uh,
so, hmm.
I
been
haven't
here
been here in a
before?
year.
Oh,
A year ago. This is where I woke up.
Huh.
oh.
Out of
Oh.
curiosity, Riggs, when you woke up, did you have a wedding ring on your finger?
Nope.
Okay.
Neither of us had a ring.
Mm.
Huh.
We looked over the whole entire
Well,
apartment. There was nothing there that looked like I lived there.
well, let's not assume the worst.
We all had a lot to figure out in those first few days. It kind of skipped my mind, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
So, does the place look any different?
This place looks like your office did when you went in after Argus let you know that it was compromised.
So
There are
totally
things
trashed. Got it.
thrown. There is a bed that is fully through a wall.
Hmm.
Um, there is burns and chars, and it looks like a struggle.
Wraith immediately goes over to Argus, hands in your pockets. Don't touch anything.
Yep. I think we established the pattern. I don't need to touch.
Uh, she'll like pick up wherever Ghost is, put him in front of Argus, and say, "Ghost, watch. Keep an eye on her."
Hey.
No hospital visits, okay? Today, guys, we got too much to do.
All right. Okay.
We'll
You're the
try our
boss.
best. Hmm.
Where would you like to start? The kitchen, the living room, the bedroom, or the bathroom? As Riggs knows the layout of this apartment.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of looked around it not too thoroughly, but enough to determine that really only one person lived here. So I guess I'm kind of going around looking like my mental inventory of I mean, a little faded. It's been a year, but what looks like it might be new or different that I didn't recognize it from before.
I'd like
I'm just
full
kind of
urban
wandering
tracking for
through the
this.
whole place, just kind of like taking it in, right?
Mhm. Full urban
Urban
tracking on
tracking.
this roll.
Yep, yep. Mhm. Three is mine, so I have five for five.
Even though everything's thrown around and there's new things here that weren't here when you woke up here,
Of course.
you know something for certain. You can follow where the fire started. And the fire didn't start in the apartment. It started with those giant claw marks at a window that pulled itself into her bedroom. Something from outside came in. And then you see one of Alma's shoes barely visible from underneath one of the pieces of debris. But it's not by itself. That is a foot. And a leg is sticking out.
Oh, like that the leg that looks familiar.
Someone's. It's a woman's leg, a shoe, and there's a big piece of furniture covering it up.
Move that furniture. Flip that couch over.
Something tore into Alma. Something pulled out her heart. She is scarred and burned. And the way she is dressed, you know that this wasn't her sleeping because there's dirt on her clothes in ways that she's probably been running for days, hiding for days. Alma didn't go missing because she became one of these things. She went missing because she's been hiding from one. There is a to-go bag that she had recently packed, still clutched in her hand.
Oh, shit.
I start looking at Wraith and being like, okay, I know I promised that I wasn't going to touch anything, but this is different, right? This is
That's not different.
The opposite of different.
it's different as in I mean, I could probably get something from this that we could actually use
Yeah,
that wasn't
it's gonna be more visions of fire.
Do it, I say. I mean, what else do we have?
Well,
Well,
and Wraith will turn to Riggs. Do you know anyone who had it out for Alma?
no, I haven't really seen her at all in a year. But we do know Phoebe said that she was seen with that doctor that was trying to buy his way into the back room, the Ivory Arcade. So
maybe I could see who it was even
what's in the go bag?
There are clothes. There is money. Um, there's cigarettes. There's anything and everything could be shoved in there quickly. There are several IDs with different names. There is a sidearm. There's a bunch of just loose bullets. No time to actually pack it properly.
Mhm.
Um,
Have any sort of indication of where she was going? Like a map to anywhere or a note?
there are a couple of passes, like yearly passes for the high pass in there. They're not recent though, they're just passes. None of this was packed with thought, it was shoved into a bag.
I was looking for anything that might link to the doctor.
Yeah, I guess. Have we checked the bathroom for her medicine cabinet? Any
Feel
sort
free
of
to do so.
medication? Pardon?
Feel free to do so.
Yeah, that's what Wraith will do. Did the urban tracking only apply to Riggs because he's familiar with the apartment?
That and kind of a situational portion here.
So it'd be straight mind.
Yes.
Cool. 6, and my mind is a 7.
Alma has birth control pills.
Mm.
Number of different medications, some antibiotics that were expired, and antidepressants.
One kind or like 9 different kinds?
Just one.
And did it come from the hospital?
Yeah. It came from the community hospital that you recently were at.
Mm.
The birth control pills did not.
Come from that hospital.
No.
How
They're new. Recent.
does it have a prescription on it?
Mhm.
Where did they come from?
Actually, it just says DP.
DP. Is that like a brand?
No.
Oh,
Where
okay.
the doctor should be, it just says DP.
Gotcha. Cool. Dr. Phil. You'll have to cut that out.
No, we're keeping that in.
I was trying to think it's Dr. something, right? For DP. And then just Phil is the first thing that popped into my head. Alrighty,
I'm trying really hard not to look at Kira right now because I think
Sorry.
she's thinking the exact same thing I am, and it's not
It's
doctor.
B's fault. It's B's fault.
Wraith will walk
I
over
said-
to Riggs with the medication, say like, does this match anything from the other apartment? Did they go get it from the same place?
I mean, the antidepressants, yeah. The birth control, no. I didn't find any of that over at Wilhelmina's place.
DP.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
Well, it's something to go on.
Argus is looking at Wraith a little expectantly.
I mean, you're a grown adult. You could do what you want. I don't think I just can't do anything if you go down.
I know, but we don't have anything else to go on. And there wasn't any other body.
I mean, we still haven't been to Carmen's place yet.
I mean, that's true, but there's a body right here and in direct
Her Triggs
contact
is
with one of the
covered by now.
creatures.
Do it.
I'll be careful.
Yeah, we're all right here to touch you afterwards and have to go through the same shit. Let's go.
Yeah, if you see me convulsing, don't touch me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
anything I've learned in
to
the past day.
I'm going to touch the body.
2 dice.
2 dice. Huh. Interesting.
Wraith goes to find a stick.
That's a 9.
You find yourself following a memory of leaving the arcade, of walking with someone, of going to the square, of that person that you cannot make out asking for you to do something, and you say no. And they're mad. And they ask again. She said no again. And this person changes in a way that you have seen as their body cracks and breaks and grows. And they say again, will you join with us? No. She said no. And then she ran. For days, she hid under a high pass inside a drain pipe until the Aegis found her and tried desperately to claw her out of a drain pipe. And when it could not, it turned back into a person-sized thing and began to follow her. And she was in the sewers of this city, crawling until she found an escape hatch that went into a subway. And an abandoned subway tunnel was her home until she could get to the surface to get her things. And she was leaving when it came to her home. But that's not a monster that's clawing you to death. That's not a monster that's burning your flesh. It's a man who promised he was going to help you.
Can I see his face?
Please roll soul again. Roll on 3 dice.
Yep, here we go. Oh, that would have been so good if it was 2 dice because I got 2 ones. But it is an 8.
It is hard to make out the human face behind this bird. But you can see the golden eyes and the golden skin, and you can see a doctor's office somewhere downtown. But you've seen faces like these before, even if it wears a human skin. But you don't know who it is. But you know where the doctor's office is. And you also know that there's no subway underneath Silver City. But she was hiding in one. There's no subway terminals.
I think for the first time, for that push for information, Argus is taking that lingering feeling of rage that she can feel through all the things that she's touched so far and impresses it into her mind because this is such an injustice that this person tried to fight so hard and didn't make it.
And my wonderful crew, as you are here with a dead body, you can hear the cars of blues rolling with sirens into the block. And you all have to break a leg and get out of here.
We gotta go.
I'm just scared out of.
The
Wraith
window.
puts the pills that she's holding into her backpack.
It's probably a bad idea to contaminate the scene, but I don't think Argus
Already
feels
covered the
right
body.
to leave without closing Alma's eyes.
You see a starless sky when you do. And that will be this episode of Silver City. How we doing, everybody?
Oh, sweating.
I'm doing great.
If you weren't sweating, I'm doing a bad job.
I almost cried.
Was cried twice.
I almost cried twice too.
Hey, this is just the aftermath of stuff that's bad for the most part.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, at least it's not happening to us today.
I was
True.
just thinking.
Today.
It's like, okay.
Today.
Today,
So
yeah,
far today, at least. The day
Yeah.
just
Because
started.
I made eggs.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
Bacon and eggs.
Oh, you cursed us yesterday by not making yourself eggs for breakfast.
That was the problem, yeah.
We were all busy. We just grabbed bagels at that automat. I mean,
Hey, what are you going to do? You can't have eggs every day. Listen, everybody. things are going to continue to heat up. We had a full actual detective day. And that's special. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go around and everybody can say who they are, where we can find you, and what do you have for breakfast? And we're going to start all the way down with Kiara.
Hello. My name is Kiera. You can find me all over the internet, primarily on Threads and Instagram at ShutUpKiera. What did I have for breakfast this morning? Leftover Chinese takeout. Yep.
Nice.
That is exactly what I did. I did not feel like cooking, and I ordered Chinese food last night. Uh, but I'm going to pass it over to Jonathan.
Hey everybody, you can find me at Tiger Fire Studio on I Can Stop Doing the Voice, mostly on Threads these days. You can also find me on other Internet projects and some other stuff coming up soon. I'll post on Instagram and Threads when that's coming up. What I have for breakfast today? It's a Saturday. On Saturdays, my honey and I cuddle on the couch and we drink coffee. And we eat like Nutri-Grain bars because, who knows who wants to sit at the table and do shit. And I'll pass the ball over to Kay.
Hey, yeah, I'm Kay. You can find me on the interwebs at the Canine Detective. Normally, I don't have breakfast. I maybe have coffee. But today is also a Saturday, and I treated myself to Tim Hortons. For those that are unfamiliar, got like an iced coffee, and they have like egg sandwiches there. And I'll pass that over to B.
Hi, I'm Bee. You can find me on all my social medias as Typervoxilations. That's Typervoxilations. And this morning, which is currently, I had chicken liver pate and apricot and almond cream cheese, and I got my coffee right here. And I'm gonna pass it on to our lovely GM Saturday.
Hi, everybody. I'm Saturday. I'm your Saturday night. Where do you find me? Everywhere. It's your Saturday night, and that's night with a K, unless it's on YouTube, in which it's into the night, or maybe 18 other people. Regardless, it's great because of when these actually film, and I make that joke at the end of almost every recording, and the number keeps going up. It's going to confuse so many people on other shows and this one, and I love it. Hey, we just run with it. Do you want to know what I had for breakfast today? I had half a jar of peanut butter, a pot of coffee, and a bottle of Prosecco. Why?
Hey.
Because it's Saturday and I'm your Saturday night.
Choices were made.
Choices were made. I regret none of them.
Yeah.
It really was still a better idea than what I had last weekend, and we won't discuss that.
Living the dream then this weekend.
We've seen your food crimes.
People have heard them too, and it's like, you know what? I'm good with it. Hey, I can't wait to bring you all back to Silver City next time. And the theme for next episode is, were those sirens? Who knows? Bye. Tub sirens.